It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, on the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. And it's Avdia in at the 3. So, Tim, relative to the rest of the NBA, these two teams like to play a more measured pace.
That's right, Kevin. And as a result, execution is going to be critical. Timing and spacing and decisions with the basketball. Whichever team performs their sets the most cleanly will have the edge in this one.
A lot in front of them. Great pass to set up the
Nice.
lay-in.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And he gets the bucket. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And the basket by Lillard.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Avdia, Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Holiday gets the bucket.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit from deep. And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard against Pritchard. Floats one up. Rebound by the Celtics.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pick by Vucevic. There's Brown with the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
A guy who shoots the 3 well and without hesitation, defense can't afford to give Brown that much room.
Pass to Avdia. 3-pointer, Lillard, and Tatum pulls it down.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So Portland ends up going with the new group. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Williams. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, look at Grant. Quick off the floor before anyone can get in his way.
Sharp against Brown. Pass to Pritchard. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Trailblazers trail by 4. Henderson, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Brown with it. Williams picks him up. And it's
oh, come on.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now, here's Sharp. We saw him with 10 points last game. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Brown. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
The Celtics with the lead. Henderson and Sharp are the guards. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor.
Nice.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Sharp. Beyond the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Celtics leading by 3. Now Pritchard. We saw him with 10 points last game. Good on the three-point shot. Pritchard's got 6.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here are the Trailblazers. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. For 3, Henderson. Rebound, Boston. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Shireman. They get it back. Kada score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. How last month turned out for him, putting up about 10 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
Well, even the best players go through a little bit of a slump. We've seen how good he can be, so I have full confidence he's going to turn this around.
Bounce pass Pritchard. Here's Cada. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Sharp on the wing. No good, unable to end this run. Celtics leading by 8. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Three-pointer, Pritchard. The rebound by Grant.
And it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Sharp, the pass to Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA, but now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
So for the Trailblazers, Klingon comes in for Williams, and it's Drew Holiday in for Sharp. He hits the second from the line.
And while Jeremy Grant has bounced around a bit in his career, teams really do value his combination of length and shooting. Plus, he gives you all-out effort defensively.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Tomorrow, he's checked in for Grant. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You take a look at the Celtics. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Celtics, at times they played some of the best basketball in the league, but they haven't been able to sustain it over the course of the entire season. And that's the only reason they're not in first place.
Well, they're still right there in the hunt for that top spot, and they believe there's still another level in which they can turn it on.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Three-pointer, Pritchard gets the three-pointer to fall. Pritchard's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. There's the pick. Brown outside. Rebounded by Kamare.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The offensive rebound. Holiday, no one around him. Good on the triple. Holiday's got 8 points.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Now here's White. Hasn't made one yet. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Outside, Avdia. Lillard against Brown. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
We've got a 9-second hit.
Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo!
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. It's up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Hauser. Deflects the pass. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Boston on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Portland Trail Blazers.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Peyton Pritchard displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. On the floor for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Vucevic in at the center.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Tatum a screen. Down low. The flush by Tatum.
And in that pick and roll action, Tatum has to be your focus defensively.
Here's Lillard. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Now here is Holiday. After the miss from Vucevic, and there it is for him.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
The screen from Brown. Tatum passes to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Yeah, and Tatum's passing ability really makes him a problem in that pick and roll. No wasted motion, always slicing and dicing the defense.
Trailblazers trail by 13. And the jam by Avdia.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
And that one goes
Nice.
in. 2 from the line that time. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And it seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the three. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. 5th on the list, Jason Tatum.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
Well, you really stretch out defenses when you have big guys on your team who can shoot it like that.
Now Pritchard. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Pritchard passes to Vucevic. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
At the line for one.
All right.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Portland. Lillard outside. Looking to get it going.
No.
It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
It's okay.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back over to you, Kevin.
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. So it's the Celtics now, after the Trailblazers pick up 2. The Great, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Now here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Outside, Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Klingon the screen for Avdia. Holiday with the 3. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Boston leading by 12. Tatum dishes to Brown. Shoots over Avdia. Brown gets it done inside.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. From anywhere,
Nice.
anytime. Tatum.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Holiday against White. Back to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. They get it back. Outside Holiday. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Another shot. Outside Avdia. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Outside White. And so it's Boston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. Jeremy Grant is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Henderson in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
Some early scuffles for the third pick overall in 2023, but Tim Scoot Henderson coming on strong.
Well, he is slowly improving his efficiency. He has a long way to go, but with those physical tools and work ethic, I wouldn't bet against him.
And here's White to the inside. Queta, and he banks in the layup.
Nice. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
The shot by Sharp, nobody around. Nailed from three-point land.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
White looking around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 12. Grant with the ball. He's picked up by White. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Garza tipped back in for two. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim. And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now here's Brown. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Williams. Toumani Camara comes in for Grant. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Sharp. And Lillard subbed in for Henderson. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Allie, thank you so much.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Here is Lillard following Jaylen Brown's three. And the shot will go down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Tatum with a screen on Lillard. Here's Tatum. Oh, and he wishes he had that one back. It's out. Nifty move. Ooh, he laid it up and in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Vucevic. Holiday there for the rebound. Now Lillard. three. Vucevic pulls it down.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Outside Tatum. From deep. Down he goes for three.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
It's time to present our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Stolen away. Gonzalez against Henderson. Outside Gonzalez. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Stolen by Grant. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Murray against Gonzalez. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Now on the floor for your Trailblazers, number 4, Matisse Thybulle.
Now, here's Sharp. He's defended by Exum. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And bringing an enemy territory no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
PlayStation